Hello student, welcome back and I'm very happy to see you guys again. So today we are going to learn about alcohol preparation. So we already previously very know that learn about hydrocarbon, energy, and in this topic we want to learn how alcohol is being produced. Alcohol like when we are talking about alcohol that you drink or the alcohol that are being used in the industrial. So how to make alcohol, like when you drink wine, when you drink beer, you can see that Carlsberg 5%, maybe red wine 40% alcohol. And this reflect to the percentage of alcohol in the bottle. So what is actually alcohol? Alcohol is an organic compound which contains of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. So how to make alcohol? We want to use a process called fermentation. So this is the example of, okay, so we can see in this experiment that they are using the sugar, yeast plus the sugar and yeast, okay? So obviously when they put lime water, there's a purpose, right? So the purpose is actually to test whether carbon dioxide is produced. So of course, carbon dioxide is produced in this reaction. So from this reaction, we know that CO2 is being released. So just maybe I can write out CO2 is being released. And it will go up, then go here, go down, and down. Since we have a lime water, so the lime water will turn cloudy. And what does this show? This show the presence of carbon dioxide. I want to type already. I don't want to use my pencil to write, because I actually got a very ugly handwriting. Yeah. Okay, so how about the next experiment? Okay, so for this part, they use the bread, yeast, and distilled water. So basically, it still produce carbon dioxide, okay, because it is using, that's why when we talking about alcohol, there are many ways we can do alcohol, right? We can do like, how to say, we got the types like, you want to use the grape to make a wine, and then we can use the apple to make the apple, not apple cider, the I don't know lah, the alcohol that from the apple, or we can make the alcohol from rice, wine, and many things lah. And almost any food that we eat, we can use it to produce alcohol. But we tend to take the product. Okay, so the result will be the same. And then here we can see that use banana. Up to you lah. I want to use banana to make wine, apple, grape, sugar, anything that you want. Okay, so after that, after we get the thing, keep the apparatus ABC in the laboratory for a week. And of course, you want to keep for a week because if you want to do the wine, it won't be like very fast. Today I do, tomorrow I can get. Why the wine is so expensive? Like when you buy red wine in the supermarket, it costs about 40 ringgit, 50 ringgit, 100 ringgit, because it's not easy to make. First, it's not easy to make. Second, it's a very slow process. Maybe they need to use 1 week, sometimes 2 months to make this bottle, or something like maybe a year. So it depends on the duration of the process. That's why it sometimes it become very expensive. And after that, we want to filter it. So we can see this experiment that after 1 week, filter the mixture in the conical flask. We want to filter it. Why? Because after a while, this thing, it will become alcohol plus, let me type the word alcohol, means after 1 week, you will get alcohol and water, right or not? Because it is a distilled water, so we still have water in the flask. So if you have the water in the flask, how we want to separate it? Well, the boiling point for alcohol is around 78 degrees. So I just put it 70 degrees Celsius, and for water is 100 Celsius. So what I need to do is I just need to make the water, boil the water. I cannot boil it to 100 because if I boil it to the 100, the water will go up. The water and the alcohol will go up. So I don't want that. I just want the alcohol to go up and I don't want the water to go up. How to do this? I just need to heat it up to 78 degrees Celsius. So we can see in this experiment, they put the mixture into it. They call it mixture because of alcohol and water. So now I just want the alcohol. So what I do is I just heat it up, make sure it is 78 degrees Celsius. But of course 78, you are human, right? So maybe 76 around to 80 degrees should be fine because we want to get the alcohol. Of course, we don't want to make it to 85 or 95, correct or not? Because the hotter the solution is, then the more vapor is come out. So this one will be not that pure. After distill, maybe you can get, let's say you do very good, maybe you can get 98% alcohol at here, or maybe 99, or the best you can get is 99.9999999%, correct or not? You will be unable to get 100% because there is still evaporation here, correct or not? So there's impossibility of getting 100%. What we can do is, after we finish the product, we use this and then we repeat the process, put inside and we boil again. So we can get it as pure as possible. And then I remember when I go to barber shop, people, and then the barber cut the hair and say, anything 100% is a lie, right or not? Even in gold, we can see in gold it is not 100% gold, right? The most pure gold will be 99.99999% gold. But haven't you seen like there is impossibility of 100% gold? So after we do this, so observation, beginning of the activity, so I would say that the lime water, should I type it out? Can I don't want to type? Need to type it out. Okay lah, okay. So I just put the lime water is clear. Okay, it's not turned at the end of this activity, it turns cloudy. So this one actually is show the presence of carbon dioxide. Sorry, here's the lime water. Okay, so we can see that the lime water will be clear because you haven't started the experiment. At the end of the experiment, after 1 week, it will turn cloudy. And the distill, of course, the color of alcohol is no color. And the smell is alcohol smell. So probably I just write maybe sweet smell. Sweet smell of alcohol. Alcohol smell. Question, why is the product turns the lime water to be cloudy? Of course, it's carbon dioxide. What is the purpose of distillation of this activity? What is it? To what? To separate the mixture of water and alcohol. What is the principle used to separate ethanol and from other product? What is the principle used to separate ethanol from the product of fermentation through distillation? So this one will be the process, I will assume is a process. So this whole process is called distillation, either distillation or fractional distillation. So should I write fractional distillation or distillation? Let's write this lah. Fractional distillation. Or you can write just distillation. Distillation. Okay, the physical and chemical properties of alcohol has a distinct smell. So this one maybe you want to put it here because they asked me the smell, so I just put here the sweet smell. But since here already right has a distinct smell, so maybe I want to change this one. Okay. Has a distinct smell. Wait, where's my button? Has a distinct smell. Okay. The boiling point increase as the carbon atom increase. Means what? Means if more, the higher the boiling point, the number of carbon is more, because it depends, how to say, there are a lot of type of alcohol. For example, we can see here ethanol. Ethanol, we have ethanol, then we have propanol, butanol, pentanol. So from this picture, we can see that methanol actually just have one C. You can see or not? Methanol is only one C. And then we have 2C, which is called ethanol. And then we have propanol, which is 3C. Then after that, we have propanol, butanol, pentanol, hexanol, and so on. So what they are talking is, if the number of carbon atom increase, therefore the boiling point also increase. So as you go down, the boiling point also increase. See, I don't want to use my handwriting is very ugly. Okay, and we can see here liquid at room temperature. So room temperature is your normal temperature. It's not talking about the temperature in your room. Room temperature means, yeah lah, it's the temperature in the room lah. Means the normal human room average lah. So usually it's 20 degrees Celsius. So in 20 degrees Celsius, alcohol is in the form of liquid. Okay, so they say it's 20 lah. Of course, we live in Malaysia. We say, hey, why the room temperature is 20? Because in our room, the temperature is like 100 Celsius, correct or not? Because in Malaysia, it's very hot. But this is the word that is widely used in the population of the whole world. So some countries very cold, some countries very hot. So when we talk about room temperature, actually, that's why it become 20. But don't worry, in Malaysia, our room temperature is 16, correct or not? Because every time when we go to on the aircon, 16 full fan, 16 full fan. This is the Malaysia habit, correct or not? On the aircon, 16 full fan. Okay, so to study the physical and chemical properties. So maybe for the physical part, we can smell. When you see the physical part, like the color, the state of matter, the smell, the solvent water. And for the chemical part, maybe we can look by, we try to burn, we try to burn it, see can burn or not, because it's chemical, chemical part. And then we try to do maybe the process of esterification. Esterification means to make the alcohol to become ester. So ester is like usually perfume lah, correct or not? The perfume or some food that we eat, you smell very nice. So this is by using alcohol, and through a process of esterification, we can make ester. It actually like perfume, and it has a very good smell. So after we do the experiment, of course, is there any observation here? So the color, I don't want to type down, can I don't want to type down. The color for ethanol, I think it is no color. So we can see here, the color is colorless lah. This one, if exam ask, I hope that you guys will not get wrong, because alcohol is, you can see in the supermarket, or maybe the Malay don't know it. I don't know. I'm not stereotype or what, because Malay cannot drink alcohol, right? So just in case you don't know, alcohol has no color. Mostly lah, we are not talking about red wine. Of course, red wine is red because there's a color of red in front of the wine. But we are talking about alcohol. Ethanol, yeah, we are talking about ethanol, yeah. So ethanol is colorless. It's a liquid, of course, it's a liquid. But still, I tell you, in exam, student will get this wrong. I also don't know why. And it's quite easy to remember. Why it's so difficult to remember? And the smell, it has a distinct smell or odor smell. I think, or sweet smell. Actually, all of the answer is true. That's why sometimes it's very difficult when I do science because I don't know what is the marking scheme. So the textbook say distinct smell. So I think what the answer that should be given in the exam is a distinct smell lah, because in the textbook, if the textbook says sweet smell, then we just write sweet smell. Solubility in water, yes, it is soluble in water. Color of the flame, change to the lime water, change to dry cobalt water. Okay, so what is the character of combustion for alcohol? Okay, so for the combustion, actually is when the ethanol is being burned. So we know burning of fire, because burning of fire actually it produce two possibility, correct or not? One is a yellow flame and one is a blue flame. Okay, so it caused by blue flame because of the excited carbon dioxide. Of course, when we burn something with oxygen, it will produce carbon dioxide, correct or not? This is normal lah. Huh? You burn something, of course it produces carbon dioxide because you use oxygen and carbon. When you burn it, you get carbon dioxide. So of course, carbon dioxide will turn the lime water to be cloudy, milky, or dirty. No, don't say dirty lah. Okay, cloudy or milky. Changes the dry cobalt corridor blue to pink. This one show the presence of water. So actually the formula is, what is the formula for this combustion? Okay, so we can see that actually, like for example, this is the formula, ethanol plus oxygen, you will get carbon dioxide and water. So we'll get two things. After burn, by using oxygen, we will get carbon dioxide and water. So the carbon dioxide, when we test with lime water, it turns cloudy, showing the presence of carbon dioxide. For water, how to test? For water, you need to use, where's my thing? Cobalt chloride paper. So cobalt chloride paper will turn blue to pink. This shows the presence of water. Of course, you might say, water, of course, I know I can see. Yeah, but maybe you cannot see because the how to say the water is very little that you cannot see. So that's why we use the paper to check. Okay, because it can check lah. How to say if I'm going to take a cobalt chloride paper and I stick on this wall, now it will still be blue, but tomorrow it become pink because there's a water vapor in my room. So we just do like that lah to test. Esterification. So what is the smell? As I say, esterification is the process to make perfume. So of course the perfume, what is the smell of perfume? Okay, so the smell is a fruity smell, means it smells like fruit, nice, correct or not? Sometimes you wash your hand, the alcohol sanitizer, got two types of sanitizer, right? One is like the jelly, one is like the watery alcohol, but sometimes you put alcohol, you smell it has a fruity smell, okay? But I don't like, I don't know whether you like or not. And solubility in water, yes, it is soluble. So, yeah, we already, for this experiment, we can see that we are studying the physical characteristic of the alcohol. How about esterification, the process of esterification? So measure the ethanol and ethanoic acid, pour into the lid bottle. So we want to use ethanoic acid, put inside the ethanol, add 5 drops of sulfuric acid, okay, add sulfur, then you heat it for a few minutes, and then pour it to the water. Then this is how you make the ester. Okay, lastly, what is produced from combustion of alcohol? I already delete the equations, remember or not? After you burn with oxygen, what you get? So you get water and what? Water and carbon dioxide. Still remember or not? Where is my keyboard? Water and carbon dioxide. I already say burn burn combustion means burn means produce oxygen, produce carbon. But still student will get wrong. So be careful when you are doing this question in your exam. What is produced from the reaction between ethanol and ethanoic acid? So what is produced? So ester is produced. So just put here ester. Oops. What are the physical properties of the product reaction between ethanol and ethanoic acid? Okay, what is the physical property? So we already do here the physical properties is the fruity smell. So just put here fruity smell. What's the function of sulfuric acid in the process of esterification? Okay, to act as catalyst. Okay, means to make the reaction faster. Okay, to make the reaction faster. Of course, you don't want also can, but if you put, then the reaction is faster. So that's it for this video. I think in this video, I already given a lot of information. Whatever you don't understand, you can leave it at the comment below. I hope that this video helped you guys. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you and bye-bye.